So we're on what was Boots's Corner. It used to be absolutely buzzing with people here, and from here right down to where Atkinson is, where the escalator came out of the hole in the road, it was like a sea of people up here. And look how many people are walking past at the moment. It's probably about 2 o'clock on a Saturday now, but Fargate's been under construction for I don't know how long. Now, I was around in Sheffield, worked here for 15 years, and I remember them putting the cobbles down. Got some Italian pavers in. I can't remember them being here more than 6 months doing the Italian paving, but this is going on and on. I mean, if you go on the castle site, you've got to wear an helmet and safety boots and everything, but this is, you know, absolutely shocking, as you can see. This was Cole's Corner. I mentioned it on another video. The only reason it looks a bit busy is there's that many obstructions around here. And I don't know how long this is going to go on. But you can see Chapel Walk there. Why don't they put a sign above it, sort of direct people through? There's a lot of newbies in the Sheffield. Got Black Swan Walk down there. But you can just see this is going to be not finished anytime soon. I think the council say it's about 85% complete, Fargate, but I don't think it is. So let's progress up Fargate now. That's the Christmas shop. That's the only shop that really looks like Christmas anymore in Sheffield. It's all fake. Christmas nowadays, they all want to make money out of the Christmas, but they don't want to put anything back in. Everybody remember the Christmas ride on in the castle? Yeah, it might have been very simple, but that you can see that's the bottom end, and they're saying this is 85% complete on Fargate. I think we'll still be here next Christmas. So we've got Marks and Spencer's. How Marks and Spencer's holding out down here, I don't know. I think they ought to move into the Debenhams building where all the retail is, because this area is going to be an events area. So I don't see how Marks and Spencer's fits in on an events area. But like I said, they claim it's 85% complete on Fargate. Just remember how much time do people have off at Christmas as well. I'll just spin back round in a moment, but I really want to show you, this is Christmas in Sheffield. I mean, last Christmas I did it. On the way out, I'm going to do it the opposite way around this time. But just here was the next building. They were actually doing it up then. I think they ended up having to knock it down, and now the developers sort of disappeared and I think sold the land on. St Mary's Cathedral, Catholic Cathedral, Norfolk Road down there. But it doesn't even look 50% complete, Fargate. And has it been going on a couple of years now? Tesco Express. I'm glad that were a positive thing on camera, otherwise I have to edit it. So we're now nearly off Fargate. It's been a bit strange with the weather today. It's 13C, hardly any wind, and not a cyclist in sight. So we're looking across at Orchard Square there. we had the Goodwin fountains here, but we're now sort of moving on to the Christmas area. But it's not a great advert for Sheffield when you see what's going off on Fargate, is it? So we've got the old town hall here. I'll just walk you up into Barker's Pool. You're not going to get the full effect of the lights, but you'll get the gist of the Christmas market. Got food places here. But that's sort of the sight that greets you from the top end of Fargate. So during lockdown, using emergency powers, the council shut down Leopold Street, never had a public consultation, because they don't really care, and even when they do have a consultation, they don't really care either, it's just box ticking. Because about 70% of people were against the low traffic neighbourhood in Walkley, and they did it anyway and said people have to get used to it. So that's how the council work. So now coming into Barker's Pool. That's the old Gormont building. It has got a shop in it now at one of these. So we've got Barm Green there, little garden, it's become more and more a concrete area. And there's a COVID monument here now. What I say to people is go on John Campbell's channel and he'll tell you the truth about the lockdown and vaccine. And John himself is vaccinated. So got the town hall there. We used to have tea dances every Saturday, Tuesday and Thursday. Since lockdown it's only on a Thursday, no good for working people. Helter Skelter, round, what they call it, merry-go-round. Then that's the John Lewis building that's listed, and Urban Splash have got hold of that. Now the council refused to tell me how much they're paying for the 999-year lease. They hide behind commercial grounds when it suits them. But let's carry on down. Thought I'd just show you the festivities in Barker's Pool. So we're outside the town hall, it does say Merry Christmas Sheffield on it. I'm not sure if that was on last year. I'll just show you into the Peace Gardens in a moment. I just want to show you along Pinstone Street. This, like I said, this was locked down and never reopened because they've got plans. So there you can see into the Peace Gardens, you can see the lit up, well it should be lit up as Sheffield. But I'll just show you quickly down these markets. Now the problem is with these things, they're only actually open during the Christmas period, so that has a detrimental effect on Sheffield businesses who are here all throughout the year. So a lot of these food eating places are going to sort of damage the local businesses that are here for 100% of the year, not just for the Christmas period. It gives you a flavour for the market here. I just want to show you the Radisson Blue Hotel, but you get a feel for what it's like at the Christmas market along Pinstone Street. The problem is it's not even December, and I know Christmas didn't used to start until December, and it just seems to go on and on now. So we're outside the Radisson Blue Hotel. Cost us the Sheffield Council pay us 43 million for this building and the Gormont building. When as a council ever built an hotel when we had enough hotels in Sheffield as it was. So that's Radisson Blue. Same again when you ask the council how much Radisson Blue pay a year. For this they refuse to give you the information under under commercial grounds. But born and bred Sheffield people will remember you could drive all the way up Fargate, along here and down the Moor and look at Christmas lights all the way along. There's also a massive Christmas tree at the hole in the road. I think there was about 3 main sites in Sheffield originally where there were big Christmas trees. One of my favourite buildings in Sheffield. So there you're going down to Cambridge Street. Let's have a quick walk on Cambridge Street and just show it you. But we've got the Salvation Army building. I think the council's got hold of that at the moment because the other developer didn't develop the site, but I think every time he tried to develop the site he got refused by the council. So you've got the Radisson Blue here and you can't park your hotel in the Radisson Blue, and it's crazy because there's a car park right here, multi-storey from John Lewis, and then like I said, you can't park your car in it either. It's crazy. So we've got the Rust Bucket, which is like an indoor food area where you can buy food. Like I said, it's going to have some impact on here. I mean, stalls all the way along there selling food. So these people are dedicated to Sheffield all year round, and these little lot come in for Christmas and take the trade away. So we're on Cambridge Street. To say we've had all this work on it, it's not the Cambridge Street I ever remember. I'll just show you down here as well. This is the new Grosvenor House. So HSBC's new headquarters. So we had the Hippodrome Picture House just here, knocked down about 1963-64. But these are all the new shops around here, and they're not really filling up. I think the businesses around here are going to struggle. So let's just quickly get back down across Burgess Street onto Pinstone Street. So carrying down on Pinstone Street. Now I worked for HSBC for 15 years, and when I left in 2000 I did this computer type program to decide what my next career would be, and it said town planner. I wouldn't plan my town like this. So I was a 14-year-old, I brought my sister down here, right down the Moor. She was 12, parents knew, and there were cars up and down the Moor, and we had no issues with navigating it with cars. I can live with cars. even though I park my own car right outside Sheffield when I come and walk in, I can deal with cars in the city centre, but to just totally exclude them. So we're looking up Charles Street there, Charles Street down there. Then we've got the old Sug Sports there. Just here, this development, 1960s development, they knocked down a beautiful old Victorian building. But as you can see, these new units in the real retail sector, they're not open. They're just sucking people in at the moment for the Christmas market. I've spoke to somebody asking directions who's come from Newcastle. You can see. But where I started off on a previous video, at the bottom of the A market, it used to be packed all the way up to there at one bit in Sheffield, and now you're talking, it's not getting busy until you get to Pinstone Street, but a lot of it is being made busy with the amount of stalls around and obstructions. People are probably not in the shops. We have massive departmental stores and people were packed inside the departmental stores as well as being on the streets. Like your Sugs up there would have been full of people. So there's Cambridge Street coming down. Right through a Victorian building here used to be Cambridge Arcade, cut through to Union Street. So we're now nearly at the Moor end, but the Moor end doesn't exist as such anymore. So I showed you John Lewis, that shut down in the second lockdown at the end of it. Same with Debenhams, both. Well, I think John Lewis was a massive drawer to Sheffield, and to lose it. But also Debenhams as well. So that's taking you up Furnivall Gate, Charter Row up there. So they knocked this 60s building down, which wasn't very nice. I think at the moment they've got some temporary units gonna go on there for food and things like that. So I have done a previous video about this area, the Moor Head. It got spectacular old buildings along here and also up Union Street. So looking down Furnivall Gate, I think we all remember Redgate's just there. It's not the same building. Redgate's looked like that building with pillars beneath, and what they did is they knocked Redgate's down and put them, well, to me looks a more inferior building. Redgate's went down into the ground as well, so that's the replacement. All you've got is a sign saying that's where Redgate's were. I think we all loved Redgate's, didn't we? Grosvenor House again up there. Got H&M now. Now I thought that building was going to be a picture, but never became a pictures. I think this is up for about £1 million, not much more than that. And like I said, back in 1964, the actual original John Lewis, John Cole's building on Fargate went for £1 million. And this is probably, be lucky to get 850 grand, million quid, I think. I think he went to auction and he didn't go. Now we're back on. With the food stalls. But it makes it feel more packed than it really is, because it's just obstructions everywhere. See the big wheel coming up. Got the light cinema, been in there, very good in there, big screens. The only problem is, the last count there was only about one food outlet open in there. and it's now competing against all these food places. So like I said, it's not really fair on businesses that are here all year to have the Christmas market. We certainly didn't need a Christmas market back in the 1980s to get people in Sheffield. But like I said, the big obstacles make it seem a lot busier than it really is. But this is in the wrong place. It really needs to be on Pinstone Street because it's sandwiched between buildings. So I don't know what they actually see from the top of it. So you've got another Christmas shop, and that's like the two Christmas shops are the only ones that really are decorated like Christmas shops anymore. The rest of it is like advertisements type Christmas. But to me, it were great on top of Pinstone Street, and it'd probably been on top of Fargate, probably been fine in Barker's Pool. But to me, I think it's £4 for kids and £6 for adults, and I don't know what they're looking at up there. So a lot of people have said that we've lost a decent market down the Moor to what it used to be.
Alright, have a lovely evening tonight.
Right, I'll see you later.
So come New Year, it'll be a big, drastic difference in Sheffield. So we're coming down to the Moor market. Or the Moor indoor market. And it doesn't add up to the Sheaf and the Castle market in any way or form. So we've got Atkinson's here. This is the last family store in Sheffield that I know of, departmental store. Now if you go in there, they've got a few Christmas trees and that, but it's not Atkinson's of the 1970s and 80s. It used to be fantastically decorated for Christmas. I think there was also Father Christmas in there, but it used to be wonderful in there. I mean, they're doing the best, but it's not how I remember Atkinson's at Christmas. So these are the original markets, but I'm guessing that there'll be people in here that are just coming in for Christmas. So we're nearly at the bottom of the Moor now, and you can see the Manpower building they blocked the Moor off in 1979 with. talking about turning this into flats, creating an outside park area. Just quickly show it you down here where the park area is going to be. But the Wix's site, that's going to be more flats. It's just it's not about retail anymore. It's more bread and circus than anything. So this road used to cut right through to London Road, so you can imagine the traffic coming up and down here. And I said as a 14-year-old it was safe for me and my sister to come down here, but this area here where you can see Cumberland Street, this block is being knocked out, and then this will be a park area just here. You can see all the flats going around Sheffield. Everywhere they can build them, they'll build flats. So you've got to ask who's going to come in and live in all these flats. So that's it, quick tour of Fargate and the Moor area, Sheffield at Christmas. So will this draw you out at Christmas? It's up to you. So if you can like the video, follow the channel and click on notifications for new videos in the future. I'd appreciate that.